All right, welcome back again, people. My name is Larry James. My company is Speak with Larry. And on this video, this is the third video in the 10 video series I'm creating specifically to kind of bring you into the mindset of doing something online that you can do. You can do. And I'm titling this video, You Get to Be You. What does that mean? Well, when you think about once you create content or once you create a product, you're also sharing part of who you are with the world when you introduce that product or that service to the world. It doesn't even have to be a product or a service. It could just be information that you've done some research on, and you want to share that with an audience that you'll be creating. Yes, you'll be creating an audience. That's how it works. See, like the people that are viewing me right now, before I started creating these videos, they didn't know who Larry James was. They didn't know I had a company called Speak with Larry. They didn't know anything about me. And it'll be the same way with you. They won't know anything about you. That's why you have to be consistent with your content creation, because initially they may watch one video and say, well, that guy or that girl was pretty good. They gave some great information. I would love to hear more from them, right? So they're waiting to hear more. They're waiting to see more, but more never shows up. That's where you become disconnected. You have to remain connected, which is basically why when you decide to do something online, that you want to kind of have it come from a passionate place. You want to have it come from a place where it's kind of inside of you. Nobody has to tell you you need to get up and do research, you need to get up and create a video, or you need to get up and post some content. No, you want to do that. That gives you something to do with your mind during the day, so that when you get back to the set that you create, just like this is my set that I'm creating for this 10 video series, which is not a lot. It's just my office and some other things, but I'm at a level now so that doesn't really matter, because what matters is what I'm saying to you, right? Because you're going to view all that, whatever. That's why you want to make certain that your set has not a lot of clutter, right? You don't want to have, you don't want to have too much to occupy or take away from what you're saying or the message you're trying to relate. But you'll figure all that out as you go, right? Because as you create content, and when I say content, I'm talking particularly a video, or specifically videos right now, because that's my world. That's what I do. I create videos. So I'm trying to get you to understand that you can get your content or your information out to the world really, really quickly and on a regular basis. And once people get to hear you and watch your mannerisms and kind of learn your understanding or your language, if you will, then they'll make a decision as to whether or not you're someone that they would like to follow. And if you are that type of person that has good information in line with what they're interested in learning about, or they may just want to follow you because they admire what you're doing, right? Or they like, the way you present things. Because a lot of times, if you can explain things really well, you have a big advantage when you try to share information, right? I like to consider myself someone who's very clear when I'm expressing what it is that I want to get from this place to that place. In other words, what I want to get from inside of my head to what's inside your head, I want that to be clear for you so that you understand it. You don't have no, well, I didn't know that's what you meant. No, I want you to understand exactly what I meant, because I want you to be able to do the things that are necessary to get you where you want to be. Because you'll get comfortable after a period of time, but it will take a period of time. Please know that. But it'll be a lot of fun for you. So if you just try it, I'm going to give you a little challenge at the end of video number 3, I guess. This is video number 3. I'm going to say video number 5, because what I want you to do is I want you to focus on a couple of things that will kind of get you excited and get you to take the first step. See, the first step is always the most difficult, because that requires you to come out of your comfort zone. And a lot of people are truly comfortable. When I say that, they don't want any changes, right? They just want things to remain the same. And you and I both know that's not how it works. All things must change. Sometimes they change for the good, and sometimes they change for the not so good. So you want to kind of prepare yourself for the not so good, right? One of those ways is to generate a little side hustle, a little side business that you can create based on what you like, who you are, right? You can express to the world who you are. You can tell them your story, because your story is very important. Like my story begins, I'm from Oklahoma and I was raised in Oklahoma, right? So if I want to tell parts about that, then there are other people that were from Oklahoma, right? And that will pull people in. I was in the Marines. Other people were in the Marines. That will pull people in. I've been working for the government for over 40 years, getting ready to retire and do this full time. That will pull people in. You see, that's how, and it's so comfortable that, you know, you're not doing it for the money. You're doing it to actually help people. You're giving value to people. And the more value you can give to people, the more it elevates you. That's just the way it works. I didn't write the book. I just read the book, right? So my message for you is to focus on you, getting you out to a platform, on a platform to a certain audience that you'll be creating, because people will one day say, well, hey, I know that guy, well, I know that lady, I listen to her videos. Very insightful, very entertaining, very uplifting, whatever, you know, adjectives that go with that. But you got to get in the game. You got to get started. Now, this is video number 3, and I do interviews too this year, starting 2020 for my company. So I'm doing Zoom interviews, which means I'll send you a link. If you agree to an interview, I'll send you a link to talk about your business, talk about your book, talk about whatever it is that you're doing, whatever, you know, entrepreneurial endeavor that you are taking on right now, because those are the people I love, because they're really creative people, because you have to be. You have to be able to be flexible, and you have to be able to come up with ideas, because, you know, what works today probably won't work 5 minutes from now, or 10 minutes from now. It changes that quickly. And sometimes, since we're dealing with technology, the technology doesn't work like it should, right? And when that happens, sometimes it drives me crazy, because I'm like, whoa, I don't know that part of this. So, you know, you have to be patient, and you have to, you know, overcome situations like that. And you will, but if you're interested in doing one of those Zoom interviews, just give me an email, shoot me an email at speakwithlarryj@gmail.com. And in the subject box, type in interview, and I'll get back with you within 24 hours, and we can make that work, right? And you can be famous. Maybe. You don't know, right? Okay, well, listen, I'm not going to take up much of your time, because I got 7 more videos to shoot to you guys, not today, but they are coming. So thanks again for watching these videos, and don't forget to share, like, and leave a comment. I like comments, and we'll talk on the next video.